What's good? Welcome to another video. This is our current base situation. This cannot stand. This is unacceptable. Recently been obsessed with watching Hermitcraft, and I rewatched an old season that I used to love, and we're going to take some inspiration from that. I want to turn this base into a Hobbit hole. A large connection of Hobbit holes. Each of these buildings being held within a separate one. Like this, can go there in like a big hole. It'll look sick. Alright, we then gotta terraform like a very large amount of this hill and like the surrounding area. It's gonna be kind of painful, but it'll look really cool. Let's go. Alright, a little bit of terraforming has been done. But now I want to make like a canyon sort of here for all the entrances to all of the Hobbit holes. Actually, no, let's finish this part first. Need some lantern. Alright, we got these nice fields. They look quite nice. Now we need to add like a fence kind of around them so it looks a bit more like it's supposed to be here. And now on the hunt for an azalea tree. Because I need to find a lush cave to get some moss. Alrighty, we found one. Let's go underneath. Found some diamonds, but I also found the lush cave. Oh wait, it's an improvement, but we still have so much to do. Alright, I have made the canyon that we are going to use for all the Hobbit hole entrances. Now we actually need to make the Hobbit holes. You know, it's part of the plan. If y'all ever seen Hermitcraft Season 7, we're going to use the Mumbo technique. We're going to have the Hobbit hole, the underneath area, and we're going to stick the pumpkin farm in here. Alright, clear out space. Got some storage. Now we're doing something that I've been meaning to do for a long time. We're going to go over the creeper farm. We're going to dismantle the sugarcane farm and move it over here. Looking quite legendary on the horizon. I fully intend to go back and finish that at a later time. But for now, we have this to deal with. Alright, it's time to dismantle the pumpkin farm. Woo. Bruh, I should have done this the first time I made this storage room. This looks so cool walking down there now. But there's actually one more thing I want to add real quick. Alright, I upgraded the entrance to the storage room. Now it looks like the dirt just kind of came out of the ground and it's supported up by these beams. And it looks quite nice, especially when you fly in. Look at this. You're just coming in, you see the base and just shoo, ow. You know what? Works just fine. Alright, I dismantled the farm. Let's put it in here. What is happening? Why is it all just in like a perfect line except for that one? Alright, now we need to do the roof and the actual Hobbit hole above us. Alright, I've decided in this here Hobbit hole, we're going to put a villager breeder, and I've already begun. Let's finish it real quick, shall we? Okay, so this is the villager breeder. The villagers will get breeded, and then they will go down through a big water system, end up there when they're fully grown. This is done. We have completed the first Hobbit hole. We just gotta put the villagers in there now. Like, we have the pumpkin farm, we have the sugarcane farm. Both of which are working, I assume. Yes, they are. What about this one? Okay, yes it is. Then, next Hobbit hole. The villager breeder is now inside of it. It's beautiful. Took me like, I don't know, it didn't take me that long to get them in there. But now we have this old one just kind of sitting on top of the hill. We gotta get rid of it. Alright. Got some golden carrots finally. Got some of those back. Dismantled the villager breeder. It's no longer here. It's now working underground. And now we need to take away something else and put it in its rightful spot. I think it's going to be this. This kind of needs to go, and we need to find a spot for the enchanting room. Alright, that's the next Hobbit hole. Let's figure out where we're going to put it. See, the smart thing to do would be to put it, like, right there. Wait, no. Right there. But we're not going to do that. We are going to put it probably here. I don't know, in, like, this little cliff sort of area. Just right here. Alright, this is the shape I'm going to go for. I'm probably going to take out the corners, though. But this is the Hobbit hole. Let's get some materials and let's build it. Our enchantment table now has a home. But said home doesn't have a floor or an entrance in any way. I need to figure this out. Okay, for the entrance of this Hobbit hole, I'm going to be kind of creative. I'm going to make a redstone door that takes these 2 blocks out, away, hides them in the wall, and then lets you in, and then closes it. It's really simple. It's not that hard. But what makes it difficult is the space. There's nowhere to exactly hide like a piston here. It's going to be interesting. All right, we now have an entrance, and well, entrance must have an exit. So now we have an exit as well. Very nice. All right, on to the next. And the next is demolishing that. All right, I need to figure out a spot for these chests, but it is now gone. I think what I'm going to do with these chests is I'm going to finish this and then put the chests in there. Let's go. All right, we're back to material gathering. Woohoo. Honestly, it's not that bad. I find it quite therapeutic to just kind of mine trees, gather resources, run away from stuff trying to kill me. Behold, it's done. I'm kidding. There's absolutely no back. I'm just too lazy to do it right now, but we need to do it eventually, so I'm gonna mentally prepare myself, and I'm gonna do it in time lapse. Alright, we have added some side bits now, but I simply refuse to do the back. I have more things to do that we need to get done in this episode. This can wait. But it does look really cool, as long as you're from this angle, and don't look at those windows too much. But other than that, it's fine. Next thing on the agenda is to get a path from here to up, from there to up here, because currently this has no connectivity at all. Alright, now we have a path that goes all the way around, up, and here, and finally finishes way over here. But I need to make a better path. This is not acceptable. Let's add to it. Alright, I made a schematic for a path. If you see here, material list. I'm going to make 6 of these, not 67, 6 of these. Let's go gather all these materials. This should be light work. If you go to our very useful shulker boxes, I have me a nice brand new path to walk upon. It's quite nice, I believe. Eventually, this will go kind of everywhere. It'll just keep going and go all the way down. But now, to the task at hand. We have to remove this diamond pile. It's in the way. Alright, the last thing we're going to do today in this episode for the base is we are going to add the diamond lake right here. It's going to require serious terraforming and quite a lot of stuff I'm not very good at, so we're going to hope for the best. Alright, this is the fairly large area that my lake is going to go. I'm going to get mud, probably some sand, fill it with water, and make big diamond pile on a sand island in the dead center. Should be easy, right? Yeah. Alright, I got the mud. Let's hit a time lapse and cover this whole thing in mud. Alright, day 336, we continue. But we now have a lake. That's the island. That's where the island's going to be. It's just going to kind of sprout up from there. Have my diamond pile on there. But now we need to get the beach on the outside. And then we have to make it not as dark. I want it to be kind of a vibrant lake. It's just right now kind of dark. But this here diamond ore symbolizes something significant. This is how far the first 5 stacks of mud got me. Right here. There was nothing past, like, all of that wasn't here. Just like the first layer up to here. That was where it got me. But now, let's do it. Beach time. Away we go to the desert. Alright. We back here. But we lucky. Because we already got the sand just kind of sitting here. Go, go, go. Get out. No, I'm concerned it's not enough. I'm going back. I'm getting more. Alright, the beach is done. Now we gotta build the island in the middle. Put some water in and actually build the vibrancy. Alright, this is our lake. Minus the lake because there's no water in it. But this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have big tower in the middle. All of the fauna and stuff in the lake is not there currently. But before we do that, we need to put in the water. So to do that, we're going to go grab my beacon. Alright, beacon has been placed. We're going to set this thing to haste 2. Perfection. We're going to cover this thing in stone. Cover the stone in water. Break the stone. Simple. Alright. It is now mostly a lake. Now we gotta decimate this flooring, and we have officially done the actual water. Now we just have to detail everything under the water, but that's easy. This might be one of the best noises ever. Listen to that. Ignore the zombie. It's just so good. Alright, we're gonna get some coral and some sea pickles and some other assorted goodies. Alright, I got my goodies. We're gonna go back. If I can fly. Hello? Thank you. Alrighty, we're going in to do some decoration. Alright, let's build a drowned, thing. Alright, this is my little drowned thing. It's, yeah, it's something. It's quite nice. This is the completed lake project. Alright, now that the lake is done, it looks even better with shaders. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna detail the around bit now, because this is not okay. There cannot be drops like this anywhere. I love these shaders. These shaders make everything just look so good. But more importantly, look at our base now. Look what we have transformed it into. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We've made some good progress in this video. In next video, we will be finishing the monument. Bye-bye.